Hey! First and foremost, before we start with the sketching, I want to say thank you because of all the incredible and positive feedback on my last video on my sketchbook tour. I didn't realize until a few days later that it was my best performing post here on YouTube so far. I think it has over 1,000 views right now, and I'm super happy and I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. And I just wanted to say that. And if anyone is interested, I'm currently having my commissions open. I will put my email down below so you can write me if you want to commission me for something. Holiday season is coming up and maybe you're searching for a personal gift, or maybe it's something for yourself. So feel free to write me there, and I would be happy to hear from you. I know I said in the last video in the sketchbook tour that I would start the new sketchbook on video, but I already started because I had too much to do, and then I didn't have the time for filming a video. So I already started with this one, but I don't think that basically matters. I will fill a spread today with you on video. I will set that up in a second. And I thought it would be maybe fun to try and make it like more fun and colorful and a little bit more inspired than my usual sketchbook pages are. If you saw my last sketchbook tour, you know I do a lot of thumbnailing and figure drawing in my sketchbook. I don't really do that much creative or finished stuff. So even in this one, the first pages I have are just like figure studies. So yeah, today we try and make it a bit more fun and colorful. Also, I put my own stickers. If you want these are up on my shop. I have a lot of new stuff on my shop. I will link that down below. And enough with the self-promotion. Let's do it. Okay, here we are. I have to say I'm a little bit nervous because my last sketch with me video was with a voiceover. I'm trying with the arms. I'm really trying. Don't at me. I'm a bit nervous because last time I did a sketch with me video, I did a voiceover because I never really tried sketching, drawing, whatever, and talking at the same time. I'm not really the best at multitasking, and we will just have to see how this works out. Maybe I will just become really silent at some point and I would just put music over it. But yeah, let's stop rambling. And I thought I might, because I want to make it aesthetic, right? Or just like colorful and happy and a little bit more creative and designed. I thought of just some fall autumn themed spreads. Because the sketchbook is really small, I maybe thought about even doing 2 spreads in this video, but we have to see how this works out. Okay, here we go. Because I really need to warm up and have no goddamn idea what I am going to draw today, I usually like to start with non-human objects in the first place. You maybe saw it in my oh, this is really hard, talking and drawing. That's okay. You maybe saw it in my sketchbook tour where I did the trees in the beginning of my sketchbook because I wasn't feeling it in the beginning, and so I thought I might just draw some mushrooms. I like mushrooms. You also maybe noticed that since I did my intro to this video, something changed about me. Hint, hint. No, I did the intro on Thursday and I had a tattoo appointment on Friday. And I originally wanted to do the video on Thursday too, but then I got like really nervous about this and I didn't know if I could do it, and I don't know if I can do it right now because man, this is hard. I really have to concentrate about drawing, otherwise this is just going to be like shit. Sorry, I know it's not allowed to swear on YouTube. Yes. Yeah, so I got nervous and I ditched it. I don't know if this is going to be in any way a regular thing on this YouTube channel. I am really fascinated about how some YouTubers just can do it, because I need a lot of brain power for drawing, and that's why I do like the most simple thing right now. And it's, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I had that tattoo appointment, and then I thought, oh, I already did that intro, but I don't think it really matters. And I also thought to just, maybe I draw a bird just to celebrate a little bit my new little ink bird on my hand. Yeah, I find that animals and plants are really an easy start to something if you're... Technically, I'm already warmed up because I did draw a lot this morning and it went really well, but I have drawn digitally. And I don't know about you, but warming up digitally does not translate to traditional sketching for me. It just does not work for me. I have to warm up again for... Maybe it's not like in the same intensity like warming up then, but yeah. You know what I mean, right? I'm not the only one. So I noticed that after my sketchbook video, my sketchbook tour, my YouTube had a little bit of a like mini blow up, and I did not expect that. I know that sketchbook tours and sketchbook videos are very popular on YouTube, but I've never thought that mine would be like something people are interested in, because I really feel like that my sketchbooks are not that inspired, and it does not matter for me because I like my sketchbooks the way they are. I know what I am using them for, and I am not using them for fully finished illustrations, even though it's completely fine if you do. Everyone to each their own, right? But yeah, I think people liked it, so I'm thank you for that. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing right now. Oh, and also I will draw some characters today, because if you know me from Instagram, if you follow my Instagram, you know that I basically only draw female characters. What a rare thing, right? Someone who only draws women? Never heard that before. I like it. I have a friend, my best friend, here in where I live, and you know who you are. And she always like gets on me with drawing more guys. And yeah, I told her I can draw men, I just don't want to. And this is partially true. I can draw men. It's not like I can't. I just don't want to, and because I don't want to, they usually tend to be not as good as my female characters. I have to admit that. And maybe ink some of these. This is fun. I usually don't really draw other things than my figure studies and maybe some thumbnailing. So I should do this more often. Maybe these types of videos get me out of my rigid habits, you know? I don't know what bird this is, by the way. I'm having a reference there. I'm having my iPad here. So one thing you should know about me, I basically only draw with reference. Also in my sketchbooks. These are photo references. No, the mushrooms are from my head. I did them from memory, but they're easy, so nothing really that exciting about them. But yeah. I feel like, and I don't know if I talked about that already, but I always feel like I am not the most creative person. And I don't mean it in a bad way. I really don't. I think I'm creative in some ways because I obviously am an artist. Kinda. But I don't have many original ideas just from the get-go. And I know some amazing artists who just come up with the most amazing concepts. And I have to gather a lot of references and a lot of ideas and what do you call it? Yeah, just inspiration. That's the word I was looking for. Until I come up with something. And then I just combine all of my references and create something new. That's the way I work. But some people just can, without any reference, start sketching and something cool happens. And I'm so envious about people who can do that. I think we can do another bird, right? Yes. Also, I apologize if my ramblings today are somewhat not cohesive and there's not really a set theme about this video. I think it's just about sketching and talking and not really having a train of thought. Head empty. Right? Let me know if you're sketching too or if you're doing something else. I like to watch these types of videos when I'm sketching myself. which is basically all the time. Oh, this bird is hurt. He's mid-flight. Yes, the concentration is kicking in. I have a lot of people asking me for what means a lot, but I have it come up occasionally on my Instagram and also in my comments here. People asking me to do tutorials for mainly figure drawing, but I also had some people asking about animal drawing, which I'm doing right now. And I'm not an expert in any of these things. I'm still learning myself. And I know basically everyone says that if they get asked for tutorials that they don't really do. And I want to do some videos about my process, like how I break down things and start drawing them. And then I thought, like, should I? Like, you know, because I saw, like, it's a whole controversy today, right? With tutorials and like short tutorials, especially on like TikTok and stuff like that, from people who shouldn't do tutorials in any way because they don't have the skills yet themselves, and they are telling people maybe some things that could be harmful to their development. But I think if you stay in your lane and don't put it as a tutorial and just put it as some kind of, this is how I do it, you can follow it or not. Or maybe a video where I try to teach myself something and you can watch me trying to practice and learn something, and in the process you maybe learn how you could go about your studies. I think these types of videos could be helpful because it's not like the information for anatomy and all of that isn't out there, even basically for free. You can find photographs and illustrations of anatomy and all of that for free on the internet, which is how I learned it. I never bought any courses. I never bought any books about anatomy. I never bought anything. I learned it all with free resources and just doing it over and over and over again. You don't need to pay for anything. If you really want to, you could learn it on your own. But one thing is, it's really helpful to have a teacher. So if you have someone who can give you critiques, that's very beneficial. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, people who do tutorials, even if they shouldn't. And then I thought, I watched the, what is it called? The Draftsman podcast by Proco and Marshall. And if you don't watch it, what are you doing? Like, really, it's so helpful, just their information and their insight into the art world and learning. And they said in multiple of their podcasts episodes that teaching is the best way to learn. I don't know, you probably had these situations yourself where you taught someone maybe something for math or I don't know, something else, and you realized afterwards that you have ingrained it better yourself because you told it someone. And I think that's very true too. But you have to be like clever about it and not like claim things you don't know what you're talking about, which is something I think we all see in especially on Instagram and TikTok nowadays. People just giving free advice but bad advice, which can be worse than no advice at all. I don't know what I'm doing with these feet. Yeah, I don't want to draw on this anymore. Here's some space left. Do you have that sometimes, that you do so much digital work that you want to just, does not work. Maybe we can fill it with a flower. Flowers are my go-to to fill up space. I can also kind of fairly do them from memory. They're probably not the best flowers you have ever seen, but it's something. I've taken a break from Instagram about over 1 week. It was my first full week without posting since April of this year. So I did many months of very consecutive, is that the right word? I'm not sure. Posting at least every other day, but the first 6 months I did every day. And I grew a lot, and I've not seen that coming. I wanted that. Just for you to know, I had another Instagram account for my art before that, and I was posting very irregular on that one. So I just wanted to see if I can do it, if I can grow on Instagram, if I really take it seriously. And I did. And then Instagram changed something about 2 weeks ago. I mean, they changed I mean, they change something all the time and it fucks everyone over. I'm sorry, I know I'm not allowed to swear. I need to ingrain that into me. Yes, but everyone has their issues with the Instagram algorithm, right? And then you have like these people who tell you, oh no, they do that because it makes it better. It makes the algorithm better and it makes it easier to grow, sure. And it makes it easier for the consumer to find things they like. And I cannot agree with any of these statements. I had actual people, more than one, tell me these things who are on Instagram themselves. I also know that some popular art YouTubers who have big Instagrams tell these things too. And I don't think that's right. I think everyone with a small account would disagree with these statements. And my account, I got to 10K and then 12K. And then they changed the algorithm. And then my account basically died. It did not die. I still have my supporters and I'm super, what do you say? Grateful, that's the word, for them. And I don't want to complain. I am complaining, okay? Let's be real. I am complaining. Because, oh man. Oh, I really, yeah, it's okay. But I think that a lot of people can relate to the struggle, even though I have, looking in from the outside, I have a big Instagram right now, a bigger one. Still, in comparison to some people, it's still small. But if you look at my likes, and if you could look into my stats, they are really bad. They are worse than they have been. I mean, how do you say it? They have not been this bad since I was a very small account. And at that point, it was okay because I was a small account and I was fine with that. But if you grow, you kind of expect like to still have success, right? It did not work like that. I now that I'm inking it, I don't like it anymore. Why is it? Oh. Now I hate it. Man, what do I do? Okay. Anyways. And I mean that my stats were bad before I did the break. So I was posting very regularly still. And I think that my art got even better. And I got like great feedback from people who like my art and who are also my friends. And also I got good engagement. It's not even about the engagement. That was the confusing part, because I got like shares and likes and comments and people were there and people were liking it, and still outside of my little community and also inside this community, it wasn't really getting around. And I'm fine now with it because I realized I want to focus on my art development and also on YouTube and other things, and I don't want to be a slave to a platform that's trying way too hard to be TikTok, basically, because they don't realize that people go to TikTok if they want TikTok, and people are on Instagram to be on Instagram. Yeah. And I don't want to sound bitter or anything, but I am a little bit. I'm also better for my friends who had like success and are very much struggling right now. I don't want them to struggle, or any artist for that matter. Because it's like a computer who decides if your art is worthy or not. We all know that in actuality, of course it's not. But like in this little sphere of Instagram popularity, which is, if people tell me it's not important, I get a little bit angry because it is important. Because if you can make it on Instagram or YouTube, you can actually make art your job. You can actually make it happen. So it's not just like internet points. It means something today. Also, if people say that usually in the same context of it's the internet, it's not the real world or something, which is true. I get where they're coming from, but also people are spending 60% of their time today, at least, on a computer, on the internet, scrolling, having social interactions, getting inspired, finding work, finding hobbies, living out their hobbies. Even much so after the lockdown, right? So in some way today, it is the real world. It's a part of it. But still, I know where they're coming from. That it shouldn't like make you sad or something, that some kind of artificial computer learning device decides this art is worth it and this one is not. So yeah, I will have to see where it's going with my Instagram. I also thought about just deleting it and starting over. Last time that worked very well. I realized that I start tangents and don't finish them. That must be frustrating to listen to. I'm sorry. Yeah, I had an old account where I've never made it above like 390 followers, and because I wasn't posting regularly, I find that hard. That word is very hard to say. And I was posting then again on it after abandoning it for months, and even though I had like 300 followers, only 5 people were liking my posts. And I realized that I killed my Instagram account. It was basically dead. The only people who were still liking my posts were my boyfriend, my friends, and my sister. And that's it. And that was fine, but I decided that it could be fun and could be cool to start a new Instagram. And that worked really well. I may do a video about my tips on how I grew, because I did some things that I didn't find on other people's videos on how to grow the Instagram. But now I'm not sure anymore if I can make this video because it changed so drastically, like the way you grow right now. Like, I'm not sure, but like hashtags don't mean that much anymore. So I don't put any I only put like 5 hashtags, and in the past I would like put 30 or something. Now you have to work with reels and videos, and you have to be a TikToker. And artists are usually like a 2D artist is usually like pictures, right? Not videos. And it takes a lot more time to make a video. Not only was it very time consuming to create artworks a few times a week just to stay relevant, now you have to film it too, and you have to cut it, edit it, and then you have to put music over it. And I understand that you have to go with the time and stuff like that. Yeah, but it can be quite a lot if you just try to make art and show it friends. And maybe make some money on commissions. But I don't want to complain about commissions. I got some, and some lovely people who have like really cool projects for me, and that's really fun right now. I love doing commissions. Some of them. I have one for a Twitch streamer who wants me to do emotes, and that's really fun. Just as an example. Honestly, I have no idea right now what I am rambling about in this video. I feel like I have covered like 12 topics already. Yeah, I don't know if these types of videos will become a regular thing, because I feel like I do both things only half-heartedly, right? I don't really concentrate about drawing, and I also don't concentrate about what I am saying, which is not good, right? But it's also kind of fun, I have to say, because the sketchbook page, I'm really feeling it. I don't know why. I would never do that if I wouldn't do like this video right now, because I would probably, if I wanted to draw birds, I would do them digitally. But I thought, you know, I should give myself a little challenge to make something nice in my sketchbook. And it's really fun. I'm having fun, you guys. I don't know what these feet are. I think this one is really fun. He looks so derpy. I think I may color them with colored pencils and not with Copics. I hope you're not disappointed, because I feel like this paper is really thin. Really, like you see that? It's really thin. And also I would usually do it the other way around. I would do Copics first, and then I would do line art, if I even do line art. But maybe the next one. So yeah, maybe you can tell me in the comments, what do you think about Instagram nowadays? I know that a lot of artists are very frustrated, but I also know like a lot who still are very successful, even though they maybe are not that consistent. But also one thing you should always remember is, if you are amazing, like incredible at art, you will have success if you post regularly or not. Forgot to turn on my camera. Let's try and draw a character. I already tried it, but I didn't like it, so I'm doing it again. I think my next video is going to be a little bit more about my digital process on how I draw characters, because that's a bit more, how do you say it, on brand for what I do and how I work and how I do my art. And I can give then people a little bit of my process. It's not quite a tutorial, more like a look into my workflow, if you can say it like that. I don't know what's happening here. I think I may need a lunch break after this. I've been doing a lot of work today already, but I wanted to film a video today because my boyfriend is not at home, which means I can concentrate on making a video, but I feel like I am losing a little bit of concentration here. But I want to make like, yeah, I don't know. This is not working. By the way, she's not going to have like a swimsuit on or anything, but I like to see the body before I draw the rest. I have a reference, and still drawing a bike is a really hard thing to do. Like anything mechanic or like transport stuff, something that's engineered and not like a natural occurring thing, is something I really struggle with. I don't, mainly because I don't do it, I don't practice it. And maybe I should, but also I don't put it into my art that much. But I want to create a portfolio this year for concept art or like character art, and maybe it would be a smart thing to have like at least a little bit of prop design in it, just to have it done like at least once. Let's give her hair, right? I see it like it's a chilly but still kind of nice fall day, autumn day for this girl. And she's taken out her bike to go on a stroll, or maybe she's driving to school with that, to work. But it's a bit windy, you know? Maybe she has a skirt. You know, I'm always the person who also believes in like digital art still needs a lot of skill, of course, but I can't deny that some things are just easier if you do it digitally. It is just easier, you know. If you draw ellipses, for example, and you use Procreate, you can make it fit. Also, I can't flip this around and check how horrible these proportions are. It's probably not that bad. Maybe she has like a dress over like a turtleneck. That could be kind of cute, right? That would be something I would wear. Mainly in black and beige, because those are my colors. There's some things not working here, but I think I would just leave it. One thing I just thought about is maybe I work this out. I sketch this done, and then I will screenshot it. I will just take a photo of it, and I will finish it up and color it on Procreate. I never done that actually, so I think that could be fun. Maybe I put like flowers here. So yeah, I think I was a bit quiet here, there at the end. Maybe I put some music, maybe I did some voiceover in the end, but I got a bit tired in my head and I wanted to finish this off good. So here we have some fall themed drawings. I drew a character as well. I will screenshot it. I will take a photo of it. That's what I mean. And put it in my Procreate, and maybe I will do a full illustration with this. If I did, I will put it here on the end, in the end of the video. I hope you liked it. I am not sure if this is something you will like. I will probably in the future do a little bit more of like digital art, because that's my forte, if you say so. Yeah, and yes, for the rest of the day I will work on commissions, and if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, maybe leave a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.